Hey guys, it's RJ with The Variant, and we are back for Action Figure Fridays. We took a week off because of NC Comic Con and SC Comic Con, but now we are back and we're going to do some action figure reviews. This week we've got some Star Wars Black Series figures, and
Gotta be black.
I'm not even going there. Star Wars Black Series figures, and we are here with the lovely Charlie Rocket as usual. So take it away, Charlie Rocket.
Awesome. Let's see here. Let's start with the ladies as usual.
Ladies.
Gotta start. Oh
Charlie
God,
Rocket.
I'm just knocking everything
It's
over.
whatever.
Okay, Rose. I love her. Why? Because she's a lady.
Also, Star Wars The Last Jedi comes out today.
Yes.
Today is Tuesday, even though it's Action Figure Friday.
Comes out 3
You
days
guys don't
ago.
know that. You don't, it's, yeah.
Can I count? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
3 days ago. We are actually in
We're
the
from
future.
the future.
From the future.
Or the past, or...
I don't know
where
My
we're
head
from.
just exploded.
But time travel. Spider-Verse. Anyways, here's Rose. Hi, guys. She's super awesome. She's wearing her, like, I'm a mechanic, like, outfit. And, yeah, she's pretty bendy. It looks pretty awesome. She's got some cool hair. I mean, it just looks like her in the movie. Like, if you saw her in the movie, you were just like, that's what she looks like. Wonderful. And she's got her little sing thing. Ugh. What is this thing called? Is this what she was like tasing people with?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Is it taped?
Maybe
in
we need to buy the movie and
Yeah, I gotta go
rewatch
buy
it
the
and
movie last
figure
Tuesday.
our life. It is taped in here. Why? I mean, clearly it's because it's a small piece.
I mean, people break into these things and steal stuff out of them all the time.
You're not stealing this shit.
Yeah, no, that's
They said,
in
not
there.
today, son.
Not today, Satan.
I'm pretty sure this is her little taser guy that she knocked Finn out with.
Oh, okay, yeah, got
Yeah.
it. Like taser.
She's got like a giant gun because she's ready to take over.
Pretty BA.
I don't remember her having this giant gun, but
I don't either.
yeah, like now I feel like she's a mercenary or something. But apparently, I don't remember the movie. I feel like a bad fan. But anywho, she looks pretty awesome. She looks just like on the movie. She's got a little belt. Oh, and it moves, but it doesn't move a lot, so it's pretty stable. Fancy feet. She's got a lot of little detail. Look, like even like little,
Like little
gears
robot
and
gear in her
stuff
pocket.
in her pocket.
She's got a little hoodie on the back.
Yeah, they
Nice.
did a lot of little detail. But yeah, that's Rose. Oh.
Rose. I am doing a Elite Praetorian Guard with Heavy Blade. Now this is actually an Amazon exclusive, so for you guys out there that don't open your figures or don't open your exclusives, prepare to have heart failure. Because I just opened it.
Oh no! Now it's worth 50
This is
cents.
also from Star Wars The Last Jedi. I think a couple of these guys were just standing around in
Doing nothing.
the first one was The Force Awakens. They were just kind of hanging out, but in The Last Jedi there was a big fight scene with them, and it was pretty BA.
Yep.
So I think the only difference between this being an exclusive is it comes with like extra large spear fighting weapon
With stabbing power.
with new electronic stabbing power. All right, so right off the bat, I'm a little worried about this guy's arm because, like, I don't see a joint. It's under the armor somewhere. So I don't really want to bend it too much because I don't know which way the arm was turned. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so, like, they don't really bend that much. They're not super bendy. But, like, I'm looking under his dress. Or her dress. I can't tell.
No judgment.
But there's Elite Praetorian Guard. He's kind of like the Emperor. I guess this is like the sequel to the Emperor's Royal Guard from, like Return of the Jedi, which, like I think we mentioned in the last video about Star Wars. We reviewed that guy, and they're definitely one of my favorites. This is the sequel. This is like way better. He doesn't have like that huge cloak taking over. He doesn't just run away when it's time to protect his emperor or whatever, like those other dudes did. And
cowards.
Yes, cowards. And I guess he's got like a sword too. It comes with like a sword thing. I think that's a sword. Like I said, we both watched the movie in the theaters when it came out 6 months ago or 3 months ago or whatever. And I don't remember everything about that, which is why we're going to go buy the Blu-ray last Tuesday.
In the past.
So yeah, so he's got this little sword. He's got his thing. Like I said, these are pretty shiny. The texture on the little skirt looks like leather. It's actually just plastic, but it's got that little texture to it, so it's pretty cool. He's got some black pants under his dress. And some pretty cool shiny red boots. I think this is a cool looking figure. It's definitely worth picking up. You can get a couple of these, and they can pretend to protect Snoke. I mean, I didn't pick up the Snoke figure. I saw a couple versions of him. There was one in GameStop, and he came with his throne, but they wanted like $40 for it, and I was like, I don't know if I want this old guy in a bathrobe, just because he comes with a chair for $40. But like I said, I got this as an Amazon exclusive. You can only get this version at Amazon, and I think the only difference is he comes with extra spear action. So yeah, still
He's
pretty cool figure.
Ready.
I dig it.
Yes. Fancy beast.
Yes.
All right, next. How do you say this lady's name?
Maz Kanata.
Awesome. So, I'm just going to call her Nikia. Same person.
Nikia?
Whatever.
Is it the same person?
Yes, it is.
Oh, she played?
Yes, she did.
Oh, I did not know that.
Fancy.
Fancy feet.
They get all the fancy roles. Bam. She's
Nikia.
awesome. I feel like that's rude. It's all Disney. It's all love. Here she is. She looks really awesome, like a little old alien lady, just like in the movie. Oh!
What? Play action?
Yes.
That's
you can
cool.
Move her little goggles down over her face.
Oh,
that's legit.
That is
legit. I
legit.
got so hyped because I was like, if you can't do this, then this is going in the garbage. Doesn't even belong to me and it's going in the garbage. And she's got a cool little treasure chest full of things that she has. And it shuts. And it's got a little lock and it can do all of that good stuff. And it's full of crap.
All the crap.
Yes. And she's got like a little gun and she's got like the lightsaber. Ugh. Which is also taken.
I really want to know how she got that lightsaber. Like, was somebody at the bottom of like the Bespin planet, like just wandering around and found like Luke's hand and his lightsaber?
And she was like, "Give me this."
I think that's a big question that needs to be answered. Like, who found Luke? Like, where's Luke's hand? Like, like what did they were just like, this lightsaber's cool, but we don't need the hand. It's a Jedi hand. Like, keep that shit.
What are you gonna use it for?
I don't know. I mean, I would put it in a box and be like, yo, look at this Jedi
They keep
hand.
everything else, and look, she's got this awesome gun. She's like, pew, pew,
Plus, it's like
pew.
Skywalker hand.
Yeah.
Like,
who doesn't want to?
like that's like like that would be like the
it.
best collector's item ever. Like, I found Luke Skywalker's hand, guys. Like, this is what's up. This guy blew up one Death Star and helped kill the Emperor and Darth Vader.
Yeah, at that point, you just win at life.
Yeah.
She's got a little belt that moves around a little, but not really that much, so that's good. And her vest, like, kind of moves. I don't know if it comes off. It probably does, but then it's probably hard to put it back on. So I'm going to leave that where it is. And she's got some cool little moccasin-looking shoes. Ooh,
Just like the ones you're wearing.
Yeah.
Moccasins.
But she looks really awesome. She's got like some jewelry on, fancy colors, very cool. I'm still really hype about these goggles. Like, that's legit. Hello. That's like all she does, right? Is like take her goggles on and off.
I think
That's her
so.
whole
But you know
look.
what? I
Yeah.
think I like that they included the little goggle action. I like that they included the little treasure chest because when you
Yeah.
get a small figure like this, like legit, it feels like a ripoff. Like you're
Yeah,
paying
like, what are you
$20
getting?
and you're not getting a full size figure like all the rest of them.
Yeah.
Not that because she's smaller that means she's worth any less, but
Gotta specify.
I mean, yeah, of course. But I mean, still, it's like you're getting less plastic. But she did come with the little treasure chest. She came with all the stuff. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
And
Like,
she came
worth
with a
it.
lightsaber.
Of course, I didn't pay $20. I got these all on clearance. So,
Yay!
yay for the clearance aisle.
We love sales.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's basically it. Oh, she's got a lot of bracelets too. She is fancy. All right, lady.
All decked
Back in the
out.
box you go.
And she loves Chewbacca.
She does.
Anyway. All right. Another Last Jedi figure.
Well,
This is the Jedi Master himself, Luke Skywalker.
does he come with like weird milk to drink?
He does not, I don't believe. I don't see any. He does come with his little cape, his Jedi cape, and all right, that's okay. That seems a little excessive, but if you can look and see in his cape, I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you can see it. Those strings hanging down, those aren't just like random strings. That's for you to actually tie his cape on, because there's really no other way to attach it that I can see. Like, it just, either you have to sit there and have like a sewing degree in order to do that, or it's got to hang just like on his hat, on his head, like by the...
Like when you're in like middle school and you don't want to put your coat on?
Yes, and it's raining out.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit here and try to fight with that, because my fingers are definitely not tiny enough to try to tie these. I'll get somebody else to do it later.
Child labor.
But as far as Luke goes, it kind of looks like Luke. He's got the little robot hand. I think, well, he didn't really have a lightsaber in the movie anymore. Clearly his lightsaber got, confiscated
Stolen.
by Rey. I don't know what happened to his green lightsaber. That, to me, like in Return of the Jedi, when he like pops up with the green lightsaber, everybody was like, "Oh, it's green!
Yeah.
That's insane! We've never seen a green lightsaber." Now everybody's got like every color of lightsaber
Yeah,
because
they don't
they
care
did
anymore.
prequels, and of course, what's your favorite color lightsaber?
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
I like purple. I like Mace Windu's lightsaber. Like, he's
Of course.
clearly
No.
badass. BAMF, and that purple lightsaber just kicked it in those prequels.
It was pretty cool.
So yeah, it's pretty much Luke Skywalker. Like, you can see him. I saw a couple of these where he looked a little cockeyed. So like, I found the best of the group at the store. So check out his eyes when you go to buy him, because there's a couple where the paint is just a little bit off, and yeah, this one's just about perfect. But the rest, he just like had like a wonky eye, and I don't know if they were just having paint problems at the factory. But yeah, everything's molded. He does have a little hook, I guess, on his belt for a lightsaber, but he didn't come with a lightsaber. I figured they would have just threw one in just for the hell of it, but maybe they were just trying to get these out the door or whatever. He's got like twisty, rotating
shout
action. And like long Moses hair.
Yeah.
So he's like
You can second as Moses.
yes,
or
you can-
Noah.
yes.
Either way.
Noah or Moses. Yes, very religious. In case you want to set up like a
Yeah.
Noah's Ark with your Star Wars figures. I always take the Walking Dead figures and I put them in the nativity at
Oh,
Christmas,
yeah.
because that's what else screams.
What's the camel?
I think the camel's just getting eaten. But there, you can put his little thing on him. Like I said, we have to tie that on. So
He's cold.
yeah, he's cold. It is cold out today.
Yeah.
So this is perfect. So yeah, there's Luke Skywalker, Jedi Master from The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens.
He's important. All right. I got this here driver. He looks just like everyone else. No, I'm just kidding. Ugh.
You're saying all the guys in white armor look the same?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, don't start drama, RJ.
I'm not trying to. I never try to.
Oh. He's even like pointing, like, you know what you did. Like, actually, I'm pretty sure that's for his gun. He's driving and shooting.
So that's the AT-AT driver. That's the dude that drives the big four-legged walkers on the planet Hall. And I found this one in the store. I know it's like in a new wave, but anytime they come out with like original trilogy guys, like just out of nowhere, I pick them up because that's always my favorite. Like when I grew up, the whole vintage line was what I grew up on. And so the original trilogy is near and dear to mine and probably a lot of your hearts.
Yeah.
But yeah, AT-AT driver.
He moves a lot better than everyone else. He's like super loose, like wah! His torso even like spins in a full circle, and he's got this like weird rubber thingy right here. It's really strange.
It's like a flight suit kind of a.
Yeah, it's so loose though. Like I guess so that he can move better, but I don't know why he needs to do the splits.
I mean,
and other things.
They're never gonna give us a 6-inch size AT-AT. Like I know that.
Like he can do this.
That thing would be like bigger than your Great Dane, I think. So. And
that would be awesome, though.
It would probably cost like a ridiculous amount of money to buy too.
They'd buy it.
I mean,
they know they'd buy it.
The 3-inch one for the 3-inch figures, those are like $200, but they walk, which is awesome.
Oh, that's.
But if they made a 6-inch one that walked, some people would buy it. If I had the money, I would totally buy it.
Yeah,
like I would just be. I don't know where it would. I would keep that thing. I know I have this. I have the 6-inch TIE Fighter. I think I did a video on that a while back, and that thing's huge. Like I had to hang it from the ceiling because it was just in the way. I didn't know what to do with it. It's massive. No, the thing was like this big and like this tall. It was crazy.
You just run into it when you walk in the hall.
No. It's like way up in a corner in the ceiling somewhere. But
he's really cool. He's got these like awesome like tube guys. I really like figures that have these tube guys. I don't know why. I think it's cool.
No, that is cool because they attach to his helmet. It's realistic.
Yeah.
Like I remember all the older figures, they were just all molded. So, like, you couldn't really tell he had tubes.
Yeah.
So, but these guys are... And I don't know. When I used to play with these, like, that guy was kind of a badass. Like, there was only one of him that I had because nobody ever bought, like, multiple stormtroopers and multiple guys. But he was, like, one of the... He was just, like, a mean stormtrooper that just kicked some ass and then drove his giant walker through your house.
Yeah. I mean, that's who I'd want to be.
Right. Everyone needs an AT-AT.
Yeah. And then just in case he has this gun to also shoot you.
Yes.
If an AT-AT is not enough, bring a gun!
Yes. Bring a gun to an AT-AT fight.
Right.
It's AT-AT. I call it AT-AT. Some people are just like, AT. No.
That's
AT-AT.
a lot of work.
Yeah, it's too much work. All right. So the last figure I have is really pretty cool. It's a figure that I didn't really ever expect to get in this line. There was only like one other figure ever made of him because he's from the Star Wars Expanded Universe, and he's Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Oh.
So back in the 90s, when there was like this whole vacuum of no Star Wars content, a dude named Timothy Zahn wrote the Heir to the Empire series. And it was like a 3-book trilogy. It was like a novel. And it basically picked up where Return of the Jedi left off. And it was like the rebels were cleaning up the ass end of the Empire. And then like some other like aliens popped up and they were like, we're going to kill all of you guys. I think that's what happened. But one of the dudes that was... one of the main bad guys was Grand Admiral Thrawn, and he's basically like a military genius. He's like one of the great Grand Admirals of the Empire. He's a blue alien. I don't remember what species he is, but he's blue, and he's he's just like a military genius. So anyway, they just recently added him to the Star Wars Rebels show, and he's pretty much like the Grand Moff Tarkin of that show. Even though I think Grand Moff Tarkin's still alive in that show. I don't remember if that's between Empire and Jedi, or Star Wars and Empire, or if it's between Revenge of the Sith and Star Wars. I think it's between Revenge of the Sith and Star Wars. It's like the beginning of the rebellion. So he's in it. He's pretty vicious. I think he killed like one of the main Jedi characters, but I'm not going to spoil who. Even though you can probably just figure that out by listening to what I'm saying. He comes with a little handgun, and he's also got a little holster that he can put that in. It's textured, so it looks like it's like a leather kind of a holster. And again, cool play value. So you don't, throw your figures around, and he just drops his gun out of his hand.
Evil
He's
demonized.
Decorated. I actually just picked up a comic series about him. So Marvel's doing a series. It's like a couple issues. It's just called Thrawn, and it's actually really good. It shows like his background story, where he came from. He was basically from like this race of warriors. Again, I don't remember the name of it, but he's like a race of warriors that like everybody's like on the lookout for, as far as like, you guys need to avoid these people because they will kill you. And they find him on the planet. He pretty much takes out like an entire squadron of stormtroopers, and then they pretty much just were like, oh, okay, you're hired. So they saw the value in having a guy that could take out one of their best squads, and so they hired him, and he works his way up through the ranks and becomes a Grand Admiral, which I guess is right below Grand Moff. I don't know the difference. Like, I mean, I get Admiral. Admiral's like a military naval term. I don't know what a Moff is. Like, I don't think we have like an equivalent of Moffs in our military, or anyone's military. I guess that's just kind of like a made up name. Thank you, George Lucas, for doing that.
Making up things.
But yeah, there's Grand Admiral Thrawn. A cool figure. Definitely pick him up if you want a Grand Admiral, because they don't make any other Grand Admiral figures. I don't even know of any of the other Grand Admirals. But
who knows?
Who knows?
Not me.
But that's it for today, guys. So go play with your Star Wars figures. And do you have anything to plug?
Charlie Rocket cosplay on all social media. Also, shout out to Pride Star Gaming, whoop whoop, and Input Club.
Yay! And check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and also on www.the-variant.com.
You did it!
Oh, and click subscribe down
Is
there,
it
up
down
there.
Here?
I don't know.
Right
Just
here?
there's a subscribe button somewhere. Just click it.
Do it.
Next week, guys.